What's going on? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I'm actually just waking up, and this is nice to wake up to, isn't it? I mean, I know some of you guys have been up for a while. I just need some days to recuperate. I got back on Sunday night around like 1:30 a.m. Immediately went to bed. Took Monday off just to kind of like resettle back into daily life, and here we are. We should be good from here on out. The wedding was fun. Lots of fun. Definitely a good escape. But let's go ahead and jump into it and talk about this crazy price action. So, pretty notable today. I took just a couple of minutes ago. I took profit on XRP, which at its peak I did see $160 in profit. But obviously, we don't always hold till peak because we don't know if that's going to be peak. But with the ability of some other coins such as Algo, and I'm sure we'll find some others as we look around. Those coins have the ability to take shorts on them if we are going to see a further retracement. So I didn't want to give up the profit that I had on XRP because we're seeing Ethereum most prominently breaking its resistance range, kind of shouting from the rooftops that we might see higher highs. So I just wanted to go ahead and let that be a win. XRP, so that is done with, and we might see another short in the future, but as to form a larger setup. ETH took off like a rocket ship today. I was starting to send out messages and tell some friends and stuff like that this might be a good hedge point right here because we were seeing a uptrend, downtrend, uptrend. Let me switch over to right here. We were starting to see the uptrend, downtrend, uptrend formation, and starting to see price action come back down below that if this and that statement line. Once again, it's not a guarantee. Took the hedge. That way, if you are in a long from either here, or maybe you took this one on the smaller time frames here, you had that kind of security to make sure that if we are going to go further down, you don't waste away your gains. What did the market want to do? The market wanted to absolutely rocket ship to the upside. So as of right now, I am sitting in an ADA long, which I did miss by a little bit because I did some miscalculations of how much available balance I had in my portfolio for USDT. So when it took the conditional entry, it actually didn't take the trade because I didn't have enough available balance. So I did have to take that from a little bit higher price point, and I am giving up a little bit of security because I have to put my stop loss back down around the entry point. BTC is still in its short position, but it might not be like that for long. And if you guys aren't familiar, we have been talking about the ADA entry for quite a while. I believe it is posted on the Discord as well. I posted the ADA entry 14 days ago, and it is now just getting triggered. That price point was about 40 cents. Like I said, I didn't quite get that entry myself. I got 40.85. So a little bit higher, above that entry point, which does kind of suck, but I did move my stop loss down a little bit. You see how my stop loss right below the entry point. If we're already going to come back down, I'll just retake the entry point. I did move some of my margin into USDT, so if it does come back down, I'll be able to take it with the correct amount this time. It's not too far off of what I wanted, most definitely, but it is definitely something that I wanted to have. So now we're in 2 longs, 1 short. And of course, there was many other long opportunities that unfortunately some of them I did miss, such as BTC. BTC had a beautiful one right here, slightly lower low, and we barely ever went back down to retest that level. So hopefully some of you guys caught that. I know it all happened pretty fast, but it was there as an opportunity. To be fair, actually last night I was thinking that we were actually going to see another retracement. I mean, we were seeing uptrend, downtrend, uptrend, and we were seeing this slight pullback here. I was actually preparing for seeing a little bit further downside. Like in my head, I was trying to figure out how it was all going to work out. I was like, maybe BTC is going to, kind of break with us a little bit. And instead of having like a really big dump, maybe it was just going to continuously put in these slightly lower lows as all these other coins kind of have their actual plummets and retrace down to some lows. So I was kind of preparing for that. And I mean, it still could be the possibility here. Most definitely. Like, I'm not saying that's not. Definitely, like, BTC is another one that if I happen to get stopped out of this entry here from this original ABC setup, I still would be taking this one if we ever went back down below this level, because this is still a valid ABC setup. Ethereum, there's nothing to really be done here. There's no ABC setups. I mean, unless we really dump back down, but like, I don't even want to take this. It just doesn't make sense to me. So as of right now, I mean, this is all looking like one single uptrend. I mean, in the future, we might come back down and try to retest this local low here. And then from there, we might form a hedge position, but who knows how it's going to work out. But it's starting to look better and better. I've been pretty prominent with saying that I am macro bias long, but obviously not letting that get in the way of my trades. I've been taking the shorts when the setups form, been taking the longs when the setups form, trying to hedge, make sure that I'm doing everything correctly in this area where there is a lot going on. Like, this could have gone either way, and it still can. All right, this could be a fake out manipulation, whatever you want to call it. All right, so I'm just being prepared. I'm excited for what's happened so far, but I'm not letting it get in the way of my judgment. Like I said, I took an XRP short from here. Unfortunately, I did get stopped out eventually because some price action happened. So my actual entry was probably around here, to be honest with you. But we did have a possible long hedge position at this moment in time. Like, I was on the road for like 10-hour spurts. So I was in that kind of mindset where, like, I want to get there. Like, I don't want to stop and you know, waste time and do all that stuff. But there was a long hedge position. If I had this long hedge, I might not be giving up my XRP position. But for that reason, like I said, there's other coins that have other opportunities to take shorts on them. So I'm more than happy to take my $80 profit, which at this point in time with the account is a pretty decent amount. That was close to 10% of the portfolio. I did withdraw like $400 just for some spending money, or when we were at the wedding. So right now the account is sitting at 1,300, but it would be at a lot more at the moment, especially with that ETH exploding to the upside. But let's check out some other setups here. Link is pretty close to forming a ABC setup off of this. So that is a possibility for another short position. Like I said, Algo is the one that I spotted immediately this morning. Or not this morning, but, you know, 20 minutes ago as I woke up. So we have plenty of other short opportunities on the table. So I don't want to leave XRP sitting in the wind, especially when I don't have a backup hedge for it. That's pretty much it. We got ADA, we got Ethereum, BTC short, and just chilling on the sidelines. Obviously, I do have, you know, actual BTC and Ethereum in the portfolio, so that's also gaining profit as well as we see this upside. You love to see it. Let's pull up the chat, start talking to everybody, get a groove on. BA, what's going on, man? It's been a week already. Yeah, like the 2 days before I went on the trip, I just, you know, decided, hey, just gonna relax and get ready, make sure that I've got everything planned out, and just yeah, figured there wasn't much going on anyways. Digital, what's going on? Hey. Yusuf, Simran, what's going on? Bradish, howdy doody. Rich man to the moon? Question mark. I mean, it's looking likely. We can only hope, right? Can only hope. Now you're gonna have to forgive me. All right, I am not back on vapes. Not back on vapes. You can hold me to that. All right, I got this just as like a backup plan because obviously being on the road for a long time, not every single gas station sells what I like. So until this is dead, I'll probably be using this, but I'm going back to pouches because those are a lot better. Attention everyone, I have in my possession photographs of a drunken Mr. Kite dancing at my wedding. No one got pictures of that. The stop hunt low and the all-time of day give a clear indication of the boom. Possibly. Your dog is behind you. I hope so. He doesn't have much room. Now he's in his kin. I just entered Gala. Would you consider that a good ABC? Let's check it out. I would say it's a thinner ABC setup than what I typically would personally go for. And especially with that wick there, I'm not sure if that's on every single Gala. Is it on every single? No, it's not. I mean, I see what you're going for. Me personally, it is a little bit thinner, but with everything going on, I would say like it's a good chance that you'll see a decent pop off of this. One thing that I am really mad about right now is Sol. Sol is in the same exact position as it was with ADA, where like I calculated on having such and such available balance in my portfolio to take the long trade on Sol. Hopefully some of you guys got that, because I mean, look at Sol. It's actually kind of sickening. All right. The entry point was right here. Did I post Sol on the Discord? Yes, I did. All right. That was on the 13th of October, 29.91-ish. Was the entry point. But should have been a little bit up there. But no, so I mean it went past, and we're flying past it even more than we were over here. So I'm actually kind of upset with that, but so far so good. I mean we're almost $300 in profit on Ethereum. I'm sure if we continue performing to the upside, ADA will do fine. Like I said, didn't move some available balance back in USDT if I do need to take the algo trade, or possibly if we do happen to put in the higher high. What coin were we looking at earlier? Shit. Probably should have made a mental image of that. But US 100 and SPY are responding quite well. Like I said, I mean, this was kind of, I mean, it still is, but it definitely back here, it was a scary moment in time for the market. Obviously, we had shorts open, so it wasn't scary to us. But in terms of like what could have actually happened, it could have been catastrophic. And like I said, still can. But the market's showing us that we are forming strong support with these macro ABCs. Just needed some time to work itself out. Hopefully we get further away from it. That would actually be much better. But with these local low supports from the previous uptrend here, I mean, if we would have broken back down and held below this last support, I mean, we could have seen a really, really crazy drop in the market. But so far, so good. So far, so good. Obviously, for Ethereum, if we do form an ABC within this, that is going to be an availability. But at the moment in time, it does look like we are starting to go back up and retest this larger ABC, which this would be the next major hedge position. Drew, what's going on, man? What's happening, brother? Nice chillax day. That was a really fun getaway. Are you taking the BTC short ABC? I did talk about one of them. Are you talking about this one right here? If I get knocked out of my actual short that I'm in now and we come back down below this level, yes, I will take it. But at the moment, it's still kind of up in the air. Is the Matic short worth a hedge? You're still holding on to a Matic short? Are you talking about from like down here? Because I mean, this is where like I was talking about Matic going short. If you're still short from that, that's kind of dangerous. To be honest with you, if that's how you're playing the market, you gotta let go of it a little bit faster. if you're in a short from up here, you should have hedged down here, which granted, it was a rocky road. Definitely a lot of stop outs, but that's what happens with altcoins. Sometimes you get lucky and things work out perfectly. Sometimes it is destructive. That's the chance you play. Not trading related, but the Cadena Mining Club sold out of their NFTs last night. 300 USD times 10,000 NFTs. Dang, they did good. They did good. We'll see whether or not the people that bought the NFTs will be doing good in a couple months. Like I said, I don't wish like ill profits on anybody, but I'm just saying like NFTs don't have a good track record. Can we all just admit that? What do you think about ETH/BTC Kite? Like I said, I mean, I'm not a big fan of trading like coin to coin, but God, I mean, damn. There, I mean, you had this ABC over here, kind of telling you there's gonna be a separation, but there's no real way for me to trade this, to be honest with you. So, I mean, it does look like we're starting to form a macro A. This is a B, and we're looking for a C, but I can't really guarantee you that it works the same as versus the dollar. Is cereal a type of soup? No, I would say no, because soup like entails like broth, and I don't know if milk is considered a broth. One thing I did find out is that people combine Coke and milk. Like, I've seen The Boys season 3, but then I watched it again last night and I was like, is that guy putting milk in Coke and milk? And I looked it up and it's a thing. I've yet to try it yet, but I'm kind of curious on what it tastes like. I'm not sure if it will taste good, but hey, we'll see. Okay, what do you think about trading order blocks? I did use Bookmap for a little bit. It's just a lot of effort, and I'm sure there is ways to use it quite well, but I think it's a lot more stress than you're actually gonna than it's worth. I did want to check out what to mine, see what's going on. Have they added the new cards yet to this? Oh, they have. Oh, that's interesting. They've added the 4090. I don't see any other 4000 series cards. Let's check out what a 4090 does. I'm actually really, really curious here. The wattage is actually pretty awesome. Like, I'm actually like gonna put, a rag in my mouth for what I said. Like, I was actually really like thinking that things were gonna be different with the 4000 series based on what was coming out. And I mean, I stand corrected. I think I'm not saying like it's a good upgrade for me personally because I'm on a 3090, but if you're coming from any of the other past generations, they are good cards. Like, I can't deny that. And what's the technology, DSSR, whatever the frame generation that they came out with this card is actually really good. I approve. I mean, shit. I mean, the 4090 is making profit on some of these cryptos now. That is, I mean, considered versus everything else. Let's see, there's a 3090 in profit yet? No. 3090 is not in profit yet. 4090 is the only card out there at the moment. I can't speak for the 4080 because they don't have the 4080 on here. But that's pretty cool. Seeing some improvement. Can you do the Coke and milk trial live? I don't have the stuff to do it right now, but I'll pick it up. Johnny, what's going on, man? No, not heat maps. I mean like ICT concept. No, I haven't. If that's the case, then I haven't used them. I might have come across them, but I don't remember them using them at all. In my past, I mean, open interest was one of the ones I would use a lot. Book maps. But besides that, no. Yeah, I'm very happy that I got the ETH trade in at least. And like I said, hopefully ADA does something similar. I mean, we would have been sitting extra pretty if I didn't freak up on Sol. I probably should have checked that before last night, but I mean, who... At this point, it's a broken record. Who saw that coming? Like, we would pump this much tonight or over the past couple hours. I definitely prefer crypto over Forex. Are you shorting BTC now? No. I mean, technically, yes, I am. But this trade has been going on for like weeks. I took this entry right about here. So I've been holding this entry for 20 days now. If I do get knocked out of this short on BTC, I probably won't be taking this entry again. I'll probably be taking this new one right here. Go to a different chart for you. Right here. Good morning, Kite. Good morning to you. What's going on? Hopefully it's a happy day as well for you. Hopefully you got some entries. What do you think of Yay, Kite? I watched the Lex Ferdinand podcast with him last night, and I'll admit, like his train of thought is hard to follow, and like I don't agree with like some of the stuff he says, but like I get the gist of what he's saying. So like, of course, history exists. There's atrocities, but if he's basic. I've had this thought as well, but don't know where I stand on today. His gist is like, we need to let pain go in order to proceed forward in a manner that is healthy. Like that's essentially what he's getting at. So like he talks about slavery in that podcast, where like people use it today as a means to like, construct their identity. Like they build their identities around it. And of course, like the Holocaust, he talks about that as well. But like I said, I don't know where I stand on it because I don't know if I have a right to it. But that's essentially what I got from the podcast. Have you taken a partial? The only profit I took was on XRP because I missed the long hedge position. And with Ethereum and BTC starting to break out of their resistance ranges and XRP still sitting well in profit, I wanted to let it go. That way I collect the profit, and then there's plenty of other coins that have short positions on them that if we are going to see a dump after this, maybe this was just a liquidity grab, who knows, I can take shorts on those positions as if they were XRP and just continue moving forward. Oh, we're still continuing to pump here. gonna get stopped out of BTC. Okay, do I really need to read books to be better in trading? I would say don't waste your time with technical analysis books. Like, of course, like if you're really interested in a strategy, you can read that strategy. But for the most part, read books that talk about like what trading really is. So, Best Loser Wins by Tom Hugard, Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. I would prefer Best Loser Wins, but I do think that both books do a really good job. And it talks more about the psychological, what it means to be a trader, like their day in, day out, how to get through slumps, stuff like that, because that's the stuff that matters. That's gonna be the make and break. Every strategy that is you can show on statistics that works is going to have a moment in time where it's absolute trash. And then someone's going to go, this doesn't work. And then they're going to try something else. And then maybe that works for a little bit, but then it's just going to end up in the same place eventually. And they keep flip flopping from strategy to strategy to strategy, not focusing on the strategy of the mental, which is proceed forward, don't lose faith, be smart about risk management, continue. It's all about pushing forward. All right, when do you want to have children? I hope that question is not too personal. I mean, it's not too personal. I don't know. I mean, I don't have like a timeline. When I think I have met someone stable enough and I'm stable enough myself, I think that's when I want to have children. But until then, I'm not looking for a date on a calendar. You're vaping again? Temporarily. As soon as this vape is dead, I'm going to the gas station and getting more pouches. I bought this as like a backup plan for my road trip. That was it. I do have a stop loss on my BTC short right here. It's just I have it set up to have multiple stop losses. And there it goes. Pump is unreal today. Yeah, you love to see it, man. I mean, ETH is cooking. ETH is absolutely cruising. All right, let's go ahead and set up some conditional shorts here. First, we'll do BTC. All right, so subconditional at 19,936. So I withdrew 400, so I'm at 1733. 1%. $19,906. How much margin? 69. Funny number. All right, so we got that conditional short set up. Let's go to algo. Algo is 33.25. 33.25. That Kite was good. Nothing much, man. Just chilling. Rocking with the market pumping. Love to see it. I feel the main issue is, let's say you get stopped out 2 to 3 times, you re-enter, then you go to sleep, get stopped out again, you wake up and it pumped and you missed it and lost all the dollars of your stop loss. Any advice on that? It definitely happens to me from time to time. I mean, it's happened recently. It's something I learned to live with. If you're really concerned about it, all right, you need to buck up. You need to get some speakers on your desk. If you don't sleep in the same room as your computer, you need to go get a laptop, plug it into power, hook up some speakers to that, set up your TradingView alerts, make it fucking wake you up. I understand some of us have spouses, stuff like that. You're going to have to find a workaround. If you have enough coding ability, of course, you can code a bot that might be able to help you with that. But for me, I do everything manual. James, I like how you preference that. You said a little hopium. All right, we can be excited, but you admit it's a little bit of hopium. Can you open up the Kite RNG calculator? It motivates me when I run that and it compounds. Oh shoot, I lost it. Dang it. Not quite picking up what I'm putting down here. Oh, I think I have some crop stuff on this. Hold on, give me 1 second. Yeah, I do. Okay, there we go. Little Kite RNG calculator. Right now my account's at 14, 13, 20 win percentage. I'm definitely, I'll admit, like with me changing the way that I do things, I don't think I have a 22% win percent anymore. I would say like it's more like 10, if that. But the R&Rs that we're going for are absolutely insane. So 1%. We're going for like 40 and above R&Rs. So out of like 300 trades. Oh, it put 100 in there. We don't want that. 1%. There we go. Play. No. Why is all this getting messed up? 1320. Win percentage. 10. There we go. Dang it. That doesn't seem right. Change is down like 5%. All right, that's more like it. Takes a while, but after, like a couple thousand, you'll be up there. It's in the description if you want to play with it. It's a little RNG calculator, a little simulator. You won't get the same. You don't get the same result every time because it's not an actual calculator. It's a simulator. When are you gonna take profits? I'm not. I mean, these are longs that I am going to be leaving here until ETH forms a pretty sizable ABC entry. Like, let's say we go up and up and up and up, and then we form a nice ABC like this. I'll take profit here and start going long from this point. Or maybe we don't ever form an ABC, and then we end up just taking a hedge position here. Then maybe on the way back down, I'll take profit there, but still have the hedge position. Who knows how price action is going to form? I'm not trying to force my will upon it and try to call tops and bottoms because that's arrogant. That's why I'm preparing with conditional shorts, just in case. Any memorable scene in the road trip? Like, yeah, I mean, it's fall time where I'm at, so I mean, the trees are a nice, range of colors. And where I was driving to, like, I don't live in a very mountainous area. And then to get to where my friend lives, I have to drive through the mountains. And just to see, like, cascading gigantic mountains that are just, if I could have tripped and drove my car at the same time, it would have been fantastic. But no, it was a very, very relaxing road trip. I hit traffic on the way back, unfortunately, but on the way there, it was beautiful. Couple months of bear market ? Don't you think that's enough suffering for people? You never know, man. What's the DXY doing today? Oh, DXY is dumping. Sorry, not used to vapes. Looks like we hit a little bit of an ABC top here. But there is the possibility that we kind of catch bottom here. We gotta break through some supports here if we want to actually see like a major pump. Lang, what's going on, man? Okay, how are things? Finally some move? Yeah, we're finally moving in the market. I mean, we haven't broken this range on Ethereum for an entire month. And then to see it just like rocket ship past it, it's very promising, but there's definitely more to go. We might have a retest of this local low. Otherwise, I mean, we can probably start going back up and retesting this level. I mean, this is now the new range once again. Sushi short? Stop playing sushi over the weekend. No, I'm not gonna be taking that. I mean, sushi just rocked across this right here. I have algo and I have BTC shorts position open. I don't want to overdo it and waste away the profits that ETH has given us back. So I'll keep it 2-2. Did you clean up your room yet, sir? I mean, it's pretty clean compared to what it has been. I had to do some vacuuming when I got back because fish absolutely tore some shit up. But we chilling. Got the sunlight coming in. Getting that vitamin D. Daily dose of D. Dot rocket shipped up, didn't it? We even had that marked out as an available position. XTZ. XTZ, like, I wouldn't touch that, to be honest with you. How's my AMD doing? Not well, but I mean, we do see a little bit of a pop to the upside. Hopefully we get back above this level. How's KDA doing? I mean, if KDA can get back above, you know, this generalized region right here, we could see a run. I might enter that long now that we're getting some like hope. Because I mean, I'm not shitting on KDA by any means. I mean, if we go to, you know, asicminervalue.com, I mean, it has been one of the top performing mineable coins, which I mean is in itself is a great thing. I mean, Antminer is still top of the list, but I mean, right here we got Cadena making $6.51 a day, despite it being down all that much. Now, this is one of the most powerful miners in the world. I mean, you can see the wattage that it pulls. So, you definitely need a powerful machine. But I mean, down here we see some of these machines, 2,600 watts, pulling $4 a day. Right here, 2,300. Trying to see. I mean, this one's probably something that you could probably have in your house, able to run without much change to the infrastructure. I mean, Canada's still making profit on mining. So I think if it gets back above this, I might try to enter, but it definitely is looking rocky. So we'll see how it goes. Pullbacks are for washing out the non-believers. All right. Freaking Knights Templar over here of Bitcoin. I wouldn't get too cocky. Like I said, I am macro long bias, but I'm not going to let that get in the way of my trades. If the market is telling me that it's weak at certain points, I'm going to short because you never know. All right, just to pretend like last night, you're going to be like, tomorrow we're going to be soaring. Nobody called that last night. And nobody can call what's going to happen in the future from this point out. We can look at, if this support is broken, maybe this resistance will get retested. The probability becomes more likely. But we can't just call random shit, can we? That's just not how shit happens. I know, but I have to look at statistics, stuff that's been out there for a long time. ASIC miner value kind of gives me that short and sweet. Once enough people have been mining on it, I'm sure only a very select few actually have that miner running. And the statistics are out there, what the average daily profit is across the board, then we can start saying, okay, this is one of the craziest miners out there. But until then, I can only go based off of the charts or the statistics. You take the ADA long at 40 cents? Yes, I did. Took it at 40.85. Is this just a scam pump or something real? I mean, it's real, you're seeing it, but who knows? Maybe we go back down and retest. That's why I have conditional shorts open just in case, because we do have ABC setups. If we get back down below those resistances, who's to say that we don't continue back down into the same exact range? I hope not, but I'm being realistic. That's all. Any news minus pump? If there is, I don't care about it. Whatever the charts say, the charts do. I mean, the Adam and Eve has been looking spicy for months now. I mean, it's been sitting here, but it could have definitely still gone a lot longer, and it still definitely can. I mean, it's been looking good for a while. We've been seeing kind of like this natural curvature. Possible short setup for 88 at what level? I don't think we've formed one yet, have we? No. I mean, we have not formed one at all. We would have to wait and see what price action does. It has to form one. We don't know where that's going to be. It could be off of this level. It could be off of this level. It could be a lot sooner. Who knows? As of right now, there is no short setup. There's short setups on other coins. Algo. Stuff like that. BTC. Link. Link was the coin where if we pump up a little bit more, put in a higher high, that could cause a ABC potential. Adam and Eve. More like Adam and Steve. Oh, pro BJer. How you make me chuckle. You mentioned your win rate went down. How come? Since I'm no longer taking profit at the 0.441, we're not taking profit and collecting wins as often. I'm holding on to trades and seeing what the maximum potential of those trades are. Sometimes I might get the not the trifecta, but the dual factor, and I'll be able to take a hedge position alongside being able to take profit on my long or short. That's obviously the best case scenario. Sometimes I might only get a hedge position, or sometimes I might only be able to take profit. Since the time between me taking profit is shortened, my win rate, I would believe, is going down. But the R&R is going up dramatically. We're on, before with the 0.441, we were looking for like a 9-10 average R&R. This, we could be hitting 40, 50, 60s. I mean, on KDA, we hit 114. Not saying that's going to happen every day, but it was one of the the most fun trades I've had in a while. On Ethereum right now, obviously, if you got the really good position, you would be in a much better spot. For me personally, I went long from about 1251, the 1% stop loss. Ethereum at its peak over here is already a 20 R&R. If we get back up to this resistance right here, comes to 39. I mean, if we can go ahead and get a hedge position off of this gigantic ABC that it's forming, like I said, 2 steps ahead, A, B, C. If we can get a hedge position off of that, this is already a 56 R&R. But continue running, who knows? And until the market shows me that I need to hedge or take profit, there is nothing to do. And by take profit, I mean the market shows me a new place of confidence to go long from. Because if the trend is going to continue, we're going to continue holding support regions. That is the hope, and then we continue going up. Are we ignoring the need for another 2 waves down for Elliott wave? Well, I mean, traditional Elliott wave is not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5s down. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5s up, and then ABCs down. But for me, I just look at it differently. It's ABCs all the time. Just sometimes they're compacted. Axie Infinity right now, AXS. I mean, there's nothing really like solid to go off of. I mean, maybe you could have caught this small time frame ABC right here, but it definitely was a much thinner setup than we would like. Obviously, the next one coming up here would be this one. But I mean, there's nothing personally that I would take. Just too thin. But who knows? Tom really did nail it with me when he talked about holding on to winners being harder than dealing with losses. His whole argument is that, let's say you have a really good long position. And for me, it's not just like, oh, I took profit and it's continuing to go in the correct direction. Of course, that hurts to a certain extent, but I would say it's more of like not being able to find a new entry into the trend. Like if you give up a really good position where like you're far enough away from it, everything's rocking and rolling, you're just doing yourself a disservice. And it's hard for newer people to kind of understand that mentality. Like maybe you've been trading a certain win for a very long period of time, to understand that you need to hold on to these wins. For some people, it sounds asinine because, you know, they trade for 5 minutes relatively to the time span of the market. And they go, you know, sometimes the market just goes back and stops me out and I end up with nothing. Well, a lot of the times it's an art of being able to find out where are your pivot positions, all right? Do you have a long open to compete with your short? You know, intelligently. I'm not saying open a long and a short at the same exact point in time, because yes, then you're not making money at all, right? You're just balancing out your account. But if you're creating these pocket ranges where things are safe for a while and you just need to break the range to one side or the other, you're good to go. It's about intelligently hedging at certain points and then taking profit where it makes sense. Not just taking profit because we broke a little bit to the downside and you're in a long. That's just being afraid. You always need to hedge against yourself because at the end of the day, you're the one that's going to fuck up the most. The market never fucks up because there is no correct way for the market to go. You're the only one making these choices and trying to force your opinion on it. My favorite part of the book, because it definitely pertains to where we're currently sitting in the market. Obviously, like this is a little bit of hope, you know, a little twinkle in my eye of things might be starting to go better. But towards the end of the book of Best Loser Wins, he talks like really long about slumps where the market's just not doing well. And he talks about this time where like, you know, he was doing the same thing that he had been doing for weeks, months, years. and it just wasn't working. Whereas he sees other people that are using different strategies and they're doing fantastic. And he talks about how like he mentally got through that and like how infuriating that can be and how much mental fortitude it takes to get past those moments in time. And I mean, if you guys have stuck in here this long throughout this entire like 3-4 months of just shit price action, congratulations, because like this is a testament to like what you can endure. I mean, there might be years where this might happen. Hopefully not, but like, what if there is, where you still have the same mentality? I think this was a good test to find out who can stand the pressure. And it's still not over yet. I mean, we're getting a light at the end of the tunnel, but we could just as easily dump back down into that range and still be sitting there for a couple months. So it's Best Loser Wins by Tom Hugard. I finished it up when I was on my way to my buddy's wedding. I just get it on audiobook. I wish he would have been the one to read it on the audiobook, but I think the narrator did a good job. Take a look at Matic. I'm taking a look at Matic today. There's nothing really that's on my mind about Matic. If we do happen to put in a higher high right here, that would open up the availability for a short position, but this is all kind of past me now. I have a short position open on, well, not open, but open conditional on Algo and BTC if we are going to see another dump back down. But I wouldn't touch Matic personally until we put in a higher high off of this setup right here. That's when I would probably be going for a short on Matic. XRP, like I said, I did take a short on it, but I have taken profits on it. Due to the fact that I have missed this hedge position and we have other opportunities on other coins. So I might as well take profit on that because there is upside potential now that we've broken the range and starting to break the range on BTC. Price target for Ethereum. If we continue to stay above this range right here, we should be going back up to retest this resistance sometime in the future. I don't want to say when, but this would be the next logical place to retest. There is more than likely going to be a retest of this local low. I mean, that's just kind of what we typically see before continuation to the upside, but whatever happens, happens. Now, in the book, it took a second for me to kind of get it. In Best Loser Wins, Tom Hugard talks about how it's kind of a waste to only use 1% of your portfolio for the trade. You have to understand where Tom Hugard is coming from. I'm sure there's something similar, but he's talking about trading like regularly. And I'm sure, you know, obviously there's some differences, but what we're doing here with leverage is what he's talking about in the book. So don't let him get you confused into using 45% risk. When he's talking about that part of the book, and if you've read it, you know what I'm talking about. He talks about how 1% is just not enough, blah, blah, blah. He's talking about like if you were to use 1% as margin. All right, we're using 1% as risk, but we're technically using 100% of our account in the trade. Does that make sense? All right, because if you look at the value of these trades, all right, I'm basically 2x my account right now. All right, I'm using 2 times what my portfolio is worth on these trades, but only using 2% risk. Obviously, the more trades I get up on the board, the more that stacks. But it's the people that use 100% of their portfolio as margin, not value, and then they use 50x leverage. That's where you have dangerous implications. All right, that's where the Great Depression came from. All right, you might see me have 5, 6 open trades. Now I'm 6x on my portfolio, but I have stop losses. I'm not willing to get liquidated. when you are using 100% of your portfolio as margin and you're using 25x leverage on that, you're 25x your entire portfolio. Right now, I'm only 2x. All right. Big difference. Hey, Kite, when you stop at hedge position when no ABC in your favor appears? You don't stop a hedge position. All right. Because if I'm long because of a bullish ABC such as this, all right, and then the market goes up and then forms a short hedge position, all right, I am holding this hedge position as if I'm going to get stopped out of my long and the short is going to continue. But if the short doesn't do that, then the long position will overpower the short and I'll get stopped out of the short and the long will continue. It's basically creating a pocket region within this zone where I'm not losing or making money until I break the range. All right. People go, but that doesn't make sense because then I'm not making extra big dollars. All right. It's giving up a little bit of profit, aka the stops, all right, for maximum security because you have no clue where the market's going. I don't know who you are or what you think you are, but you ain't clairvoyant. All right. You can have a guesstimation, but you're never going to be 100% correct. So if you were to take a long and a short at the same exact point, all right, yeah, at that point, that's a dumb hedge. You're not making money either way. If you have a stop at a certain point, maybe, but there's some people that just do this and then they let themselves get liquidated. You're just wasting potential and time at that point. All right, we're creating smart hedges based off of actual price structure, right? And then we let the market do what it needs to do. And then we continue to make profit from that point that range was built. My BTC conditional is based off of this structure right here. Uptrend, downtrend, uptrend. Now, with short positions, if I ever see a short get to 50% of chart, all right, I'll take profit immediately. If there's some other indication I need to take profit, maybe, but shorts have diminishing returns past 50%. You close your BTC long? I never had it. All right, remember how I ended up, I got stopped out of the original one, but then I accidentally took a hedge on inverse perpetual and it canceled out my original trade. So I had to go find options on other coins, which is what led to the Ethereum long. Obviously, there was a really good position to get into a BTC long right here. I missed that. I was asleep. So it is what it is. So you only really take profit from a trade if it shows another formation. Does that new formation need to be a certain size? It needs to be at least comparable to the original or larger. All right. So, on BTC, all right, we have, this was the original long position. You can see it's a pretty considerable size in terms of the length of it and the time it took. All right. So if we hadn't put in I took a hedge right here. All right. It's not the same size, but it's a decent size. But I'm not going to go down to the 5-minute time frame and take a trade on the ABC that looks like this. Can you even see that? All right, there's people that will do that. That makes no sense. All right, this is a decent size structure. This is not. All right, if you have to go down to a 3-minute time frame and zoom in to find a reason to be in a trade, you shouldn't be in that trade. Period. But you can see this is a very clear and defined structure on the hourly chart. It's definitely not the same size as this larger structure here, but it's a decent size that you can very clearly see from a higher time frame. Of course, the larger the structure that it's competing against, the better. So, obviously, if we had a large ABC like this versus this ABC, that's obviously going to be of more concern. But This is still a decent one. Can you explain the diminishing returns? Of course. Let's go ahead and do that. All right. So, let's say that you have a long position from here. All right. And you have a 1% stop loss. I'm just going to get it as close as I possibly can. Let's say it goes all the way up to here. Okay. And let's say you have a short position from here. All right. Same thing. 1% stop loss. And we're shorting back down to the same level that this trade began. All right. You can see this is a 65 R&R trade. And this is a 224. Same amount of distance on your chart. I'm on logarithmic. All right. But you're getting pretty much 4 times as much profit as a short. All right. So longs are more profitable. They can go on forever because they can go up multiple hundreds of percents, thousands of percents. Shorts can ever only go back down to 0.00001%. All right. Starting from 100. They have to work from 100% down. Shorts, they can go from 0% to 10,000%. I mean, longs can go from 0% to 10,000%. So what I mean is, all right, this is a 70% short. Let's go ahead and make this a little bit better. Let's say we go all the way down to here. All right. If I was to open up a short around the halfway point of this trade, same thing, 1%, and short down to here. All right. You can see that this is half the amount of time or half the amount of distance, but I'm only getting 20% less on my chart. So this is a 78 and this is a 58. So if we were to do this, this should be what? A 39, but yet we're getting 28 or 19. We're getting 19 more R&R than we should technically if we were to do like basic math on this from like a simpleton's perspective. So it is better to take profit around that point and then just reopen up another short. Obviously, we have to wait for a short ABC, but you get my point. There's diminishing returns. Or if I was to hold just one short, I would make more profit, but with this, I'm going to make more profit if I am to compound it plus get that extra, because from here to here, this is a 78. If I was to take this 53, take profit, open up this short, and then take profit here, that would be 111. So I'm getting 111 versus 78 if I were to hold the original short. And that's not even including the compounding profit of being able to risk more on the next trade because your account is now worth more. Does it make sense? Chocolate, what's going on, man? Yeah, let's play some Wordle. Bedcoin, what's going up? What's going up? That just came out fluently. My bad. Wordle. All right, let me tighten this up. This is Opera GX. I recently just switched over because I saw some friends using it and I thought it looked cool. One moment. There we go. Start with Squire. Squire. Not enough letters. We'll just do equal again. Damn. None of that. Okay. Okay, so F is the first letter. And then there's also an O, so... I don't have a conditional short for ETH yet. There is no short setup that's close enough for me to take it. I have one on BTC and one on Algo. Fourth? Well, it can't be fourth because there is no R and there is no T. Blops. No, there's no L. And there's no E, so it can't be Foxy. We got FO. Damn. Well, it's gotta be five-letter word. Well, it can't be fight because there has to be an O in it, and there's no H. So any letter that you see here that is gray, that is not in the word. Found, there's no U because we already used U, and there is no U in the word. I know that there's no... I'm gonna try that. I know that there's no U, so I know it's not focus. But I'm trying to get some of these letters out of the way. Okay, so we know that the first two letters are F and O. And there is no CUS. Boom. Opie? That's not even a word. Fonts. There's no T. No T. Foamy? There's no A. Damn. Foggy is a good one. It was foggy, dude. Okay. Good one, good one. I believe that was Kronos. I think you were the first one to say foggy. That's what's up, man. I was thinking Foles as well, but there was no L or S. Yeah, there we go. Foggy, we got it. That game is so much easier when you have a whole bunch of people that are more intelligent than you. Oh man. When I'm left to my own devices, I just be coming up with shit that doesn't even exist, trying to figure it out. Facial is too many, right? Whoa. We're losing the chat. The Monopoly GX is pretty cool. Sometimes the VPN doesn't work correctly. I don't even have it on right now. Let's turn that back on. But it's got a built-in VPN. So if you don't want to pay for a VPN, unfortunately, there's times where it's going to go down from what I've experienced. But it's got built-in apps. It's got a built-in Spotify. You can also hook it up to every other. You can hook it up to YouTube Music, SoundCloud, Deezer, Apple Music. It's got a built-in crypto wallet, which I haven't used yet, but that's pretty cool. You can add extensions, add themes to it. It's pretty cool. I like it. Not gonna fire short at 20,365? No. Because we didn't put in a higher low here. So like that's not considered an ABC in my eyes. Down to 1 hour. Yeah, we put in a lower low right here. So technically any ABC needs to be starting from this point. So this is the only ABC that Bitcoin has at the moment. If we didn't put in a lower low right here, then yeah, technically we would have A, B, and C, but that's not an ABC. I heard that, but I can't find the extension for that. You used to be able to go to the extensions and just go to install Google Chrome, but it wasn't available. Yeah, install Chrome extensions. Page you're looking for cannot be found. So I don't know what's up with that. Oh yeah, I mean the previous ABC, yeah, but I'm gonna go with the new supports and resistances that it's currently showing us. Retro House Invasion, hi Kite, long time ago. What's your plan, man? What's going on, man? We took profit on XRP from a nice short position that we had. We made like 80 bucks profit. besides that, right now, I mean, I have my Ethereum long from this ABC right here. That's absolutely cooking. And then, unfortunately, I missed Sol's entry. Sol would have been a fantastic entry. That was right here. So right now, the only thing I'm cooking with is ADA, which just got above its entry not too long ago, off of this level right here. And Ethereum. That's about it. That's all I got. It was a lower low on Binance and Coinbase. Does that affect your ABCs? I mean, yeah, it's a lower low here as well. Are you talking about a higher low? It's okay. I got Sol for us. I'm glad you're in Sol, man. Because I mean, I marked that out such a long time ago, and if I didn't freak up on the available balance, ooh, I would have been a lot richer right now. Thoughts on House of Dragons? Yeah, we watched the final episode last night. I liked it. I like the Game of Thrones universe, but I don't know. I won't say like I won't say that's my favorite show ever, but it's a good show to watch. I like it. If you got someone to watch it with. You still killing it, don't you? You think the bottom was in it? Is now? I mean, I've been thinking that for a while. Obviously, like I'm not letting that like get in the way of how I trade. But I mean, if we look at BTC USD on Bitstamp, I mean, it's got all the hallmarks of being a bottom. We got that sharp retracement, nice bounce, and we're getting this kind of rounded bottom formation with the horizontal resistance here. I mean, it's textbook for Bitcoin. I mean, it really is. Over here, we got that sharp bounce. Let me change the color of this to something that's more easily seen. Sharp bounce, rounded bottom, horizontal resistance. I mean, shit, the entire market over here was that. Sharp bounce, rounded bottom, horizontal resistance. Over here, sharp bounce, rounded bottom, rounded bottom. We might get one of these. Who knows? Over here, you can see once again, sharp bounce, rounded bottom, horizontal resistance. I mean, it goes back all the way. So, I mean, we're seeing it. It's the start, possibly. Plan on reading Dance of the Dragons before season 2 comes out? Probably not, no. When you use Hakonishi candles, why does the price and the candle line not match? That's because the candle body is using the average price of the candle. Like, since the candle was created, what was the average price it was sitting at? And that's how it comes out with those. Adam is the sharp dip and retracement because it's one of those little things. And then you got the supple rounded bottom for Eve. And if you don't say supple, then you have no right to trade Adam and Eve's. It is a supple bottom. Not waiting for the double busted bottom. No. No double busted bottom. Who knows? Maybe that's coming up here in the future. The busted bottom. Any of you guys got these little like fake Bitcoins you can play with? I just sit here and I open it and close it when I'm bored. Do a little finger spin thing. It's hard to do with coins this size, but it is doable. Shit. There we go. I'm gonna watch myself in the camera and just do it by feeling it. There we go. All right, I feel cool now. I can die. How do you withdraw from Bybit to your bank without paying a lot of commissions? I mean, you have to, if you're asking me like, how do you dodge taxes? Don't do that. I just withdraw from Bybit to Kraken, and then from Kraken to my bank account. I mean, you're gonna pay fees. Just how shit works, man. You're gonna pay taxes. Unless you're not, then do what you want because you're living off grid. Is there chocolate inside of the coin? No, unfortunately not. Imagine you just bought 6 BTC at 19,280. What would your game plan be? Hold, put a stop loss and profit to secure investment. 19,600, but not too long ago. I mean, I would take the short hedges, but I wouldn't just sell it. I mean, if you are gonna like trade that way, you should be buying off of like actual supports and resistances. Like once we kind of, you know, got down to this region right here, you could have bought some Bitcoin, you know, maybe bought it around this region. You have your stop loss nicely below this, and then you don't buy any more until you get down to here. You know, just play these supports. Because like in the uptrend, that's how I was kind of calling where we would drop to next. Like we go up, we break trend, there's a support here. We go up, we break trend. Not a strong support there, but it is a support. We go up, we break trend, support, until we start maxing out. So like when we were up here, I was talking about if we break this support, we're probably going to see 29,000. People called me crazy. I go, okay, if we break this support, we're probably going to see a dump down to here. People called me crazy. Now, at the time, like I definitely didn't play it correctly. We had an ABC position. I should have held on to it. Instead, I got too bullish at this region. That was my mistake. But same thing goes. If we break 16,830 and we continue to hold below it and don't get back above it, we probably will see 10K. It's just a matter of like chronological order of supports, probability. It's the same thing that happened with KDA. All right, we were sitting up here. If we look at the uptrend of KDA, we have uptrend, downtrend, uptrend, downtrend, uptrend. That was all there was to it. So price action, it was holding around this region. We got below it. We created a small time frame ABC pattern right here. We want a really large time frame, so you couldn't really see it. I said, okay. At this point in time, this is when me and Ryan were doing live streams. I said to Ryan, right now we are below this macro support, and we're definitely below this one that was newly created. All right. So if we continue to hold below this support, and especially with a bearish ABC showing, I was like, we're probably targeting $1.30. And it's not me being right in terms of me calling that it will happen. It's probability and then whichever way it works out. But at that moment in time, the higher probability was that we would see $1.30. Is it a coincidence that BTC pumped on an eclipse? Yes. Yes, it is. What do you think of dot AVC short? There is none. Actually, yes, there is. Okay, that's a lie. All right. Me personally, I don't know if I would take that, but it is there if you wanted to. I see it. I think there's better options, but that is there. I'd rather take the BTC and the algo since they're a lot more defined. Oh, we just got entered in on an algo short. Like I said, I'm shorting because the setups are there. All right. I much rather get stopped out of this short position and have it continue to the upside. Don't get me wrong, but the setup's there. I'm hedging against myself because we don't know what's going to happen next. Simple as that. I'm willing to give up a little bit of the profit to have that security. So we just got entered in on algo off of this setup. Oh, another reason why I did take profit on XRP as well is because this setup was very close to coming to fruition anyways. So there is technically a short position on XRP as well. It's not the largest time frame by any means at all, but it is there. Definitely this was a better setup right here, but this is still, you can see the trend most definitely. So many pennies. The pennies, Ben. What do they mean? All right, we're coming up here on the 2-hour mark. I'm gonna go ahead and order food. And once it gets here, you guys know the deal. I'll hop off. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Probably 2 p.m. I think that's what's gonna work for me best. And of course, I know there's a lot of you guys that live much further across the world. And when I go live at 4 p.m., it's already like 2 a.m. at night. So I'll try to get on a bit earlier. That way you guys don't have to mess up your sleeping schedules. But let's see, what are we getting today? Are you using a VPN? Yes, I am. I'm using Opera GX's VPN. Bitcoin, see ya, brother. See ya. I still got like 25 minutes before I'm heading off. I appreciate it. You guys already hit me with the goodbye messages. What's up with that? If you look up Airwing Marine on Spotify, that's what this playlist is. Just non-copyright music that you can use on YouTube videos and stuff, and pretty cool, pretty cool. You don't worry that they will halt withdrawals? No, I mean, I've been on Bybit for, 4.5 years now. They've never done that. It's only gotten better. They used to do it where you can only withdraw 3 times a day. Now you can withdraw any time a day. So, of course, I don't keep my entire portfolio on Bybit, because there's always the worst case scenario that can happen. It's okay, FedCoin. It's okay. I understand. Can you do me a favor and test my favorite indicator to your public? Add LRSI to your chart. It shows the liquidation levels. Check the ones above 80 or below 2.3 at the 3-minute time frame. Let me know. Sure, why not? But, I'm not a big fan of indicators. And you said check the ones above 80 or below 2.3 at the 3-minute. You got some liquidations around this level. Some right about here. And you're getting some liquidations here. pretty cool to see, but I just I got some nice tops over here, here, here. That was pretty good. I don't know why you would use it on the 3 minute. I would be using this on the 1 hour. My problem is I can't really speak for the repainting. That's all. I don't know if there is any, but pretty cool, man. Can Bybit send emails when orders get filled and stopped out? I believe so. I know they send an email if you're close to like liquidation. I'm pretty sure they can send. There is no repainting? That's good. We do 1 indicator a day, FedCoin. 1 indicator a day. If I open up the floodgates to looking at indicators, it's gonna be a bumpy road. On Opera GX, I just use Europe. So, if I'm using NordVPN, I use Sweden. Oh no, it's going to dump to 0. No. Reef. I've taken a look at Reef the past couple of days. There's nothing too exciting on Reef, to be honest with you. The liquidity seems to be quite awful. I mean, you could have, I guess, taken a short right here, but it is what it is. There's nothing really that I would be too excited about for Reef. But if we get more price action, we get some well-defined structure, maybe. I tried using a 5, 15, 1 hour closure before stopping out ABC as opposed to no. I use the actual levels that are set in. That's it. What are you looking for on BTC to give you a long entry? I'm looking for a newly developed long ABC. It might be quite a while before we get that. Hopefully, like maybe we get up to this level and we get some sort of retracement and get an ABC within it, and I can go long from here. But who knows how the chart's going to work itself out. We might just be chilling with Ethereum and ADA for a while. Looks like it's gonna rain today. Definitely feeling like that rainy day drowsiness. Let me check the weather real quick. Doesn't say it's gonna rain today, but it's awfully cloudy. It says it's gonna rain Monday, Tuesday. Go to weather.com. It says only got like a 10% chance of rain. What's the dog's name? Fish. His name Fish. Litecoin. Litecoin's had a good pop actually. So we had the larger ABC to the upside here, which gave the short position. And then the last known ABC long position was right here at 49.74. And since then, we're up actually a pretty decent amount. You need a fish named Dog. I think that would work pretty well. Nah, I'll probably name a cat like Turtle. Because turtles are slow, cats are fast. It's the juxtaposition. I've been around on Discord for a long time, rebuilding a house. Yeah, there's ABC tutorials up there. I had it lifetime. Yeah, I mean, everything's on there. There's a new ABC tutorial on the actual YouTube itself. So if you go to YouTube, go to the channel. I put all the tutorials right here on the homepage. Everything that I cared about. So I got the little miner stuff over here. And then I got the R&R math tutorial and the ABC trading strategy. In the ideal world, fish would be named Kanye. Well, there's that guy on YouTube, I think his name's like Rescue Ranch. Yeah, this guy right here, Urban Rescue Ranch. You should watch his videos. They're pretty entertaining. He's got like he's got a kangaroo. He's got capybaras. And he names all his shit funny names. Like he's got an emu named Homelander. The kangaroo is named DaBaby. For the rapper DaBaby. He's got Kanye, which is a sheep. So he's the one that names all his stuff Kanye and rappers. You like fish sticks? You like to eat fish sticks? All right, my food's almost here, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and head off. I appreciate you guys showing up. Very exciting day of price action. I'll be on tomorrow around 2 p.m. EST, and we'll be rocking and rolling, seeing what's up with the market. We got a light on the end of the tunnel, and things should be cooking from here. I appreciate you guys very much, as always, and glad to be back. It was a fun little escape for a weekend, and I had a lot of fun, a lot of great memories. Almost got ate by a cougar. Not literally, metaphorically. Yeah, I appreciate you guys. Let's go ahead and do a little thing, sign off, and see you guys tomorrow. Duper, goof. See you guys. Retro, good to see you again, man. Appreciate you. All right, let's do the thing. Bye.